I am Fridge, and welcome to a video where Persia from my WICSO exists in the real world. So Persia was a country here. I actually did change the color a little bit. If you look, it's more of a whitish color, and here it's a bit more pink. And that's because it just looked better with the white map to make it like this. But anyways, this was a country in my WICSO that before World War III was the third strongest country. However, they lost and they fell, and they were a communist country, and their goal was to spread communism to the rest of the world. But anyways, we're going to be getting into this video, and we're going to start with them just taking the rest of this over here. I mean, there's really no point in showing a war there because it was already basically gone. But anyways, now it's fully gone. Anyways, though, where would they head next? Now, they could head into one of the countries they already took land from, like Pakistan, or Iran, or Afghanistan. But they're actually not going to do that. They're actually going to invade the UAE. Now, why are they invading the UAE? Because they want the UAE, that's why. Also because the UAE was where the capital of the red country in my WICSO is. If we look here, this country here, their capital is in the UAE, so they might view this as the red country because they did not have good relations with the red country. In fact, I mean, there used to be an alliance with the red country back in, like, before World War I, but that alliance is broken, so they will fully annex the UAE. And also the red country, spoilers, was kind of important to the downfall of this country, but anyways, they will take the UAE. And after that, they will then go after Pakistan, because they already took most of it. All that's left is Kashmir, which India would be trying to get, but they also lost a lot of land to this thing, so yeah, they're kind of cut off from Kashmir. They're part of Kashmir, so anyways, we will see Persia just head in there and take it, as Pakistan was weakened a lot. Their capital was lost when this thing came into existence. And they'll be fully annexed into Persia. And now Persia's looking like this, incredibly ugly on this map. I mean, over here the borders weren't the best on this map either. But they're looking really ugly on this map. And with that, they have fully annexed Pakistan. Next up, they will be heading after. They have a few choices. They could go after Iran, they could go after Afghanistan, they could go after India, who would probably still end up winning. I mean, they might be weakened, but they're still pretty strong. However, they won't be going after any of those. In fact, they'll actually be sending their navy out to take Sri Lanka. And this is because they don't like Sri Lanka in my WICSO. This country here is Sri Lanka. The capital is on Sri Lanka. If I pull up the capital, see? And this country here is also fascist, while Persia is communist, so they don't like each other. So they will go and invade Sri Lanka, now that it's really small, and Sri Lanka will be fully annexed. So now where to head to? Well, now they're going to head after Afghanistan. Now, Afghanistan is known as, like, the death of empires or something, I think. But they will still invade it, spreading communism to it. And they will quickly take this part here and push up over here to this country. I don't remember the name of these two countries. This one is Turkmenistan, and this one is Oh my god, why am I blanking on the name of this country here? Oh my god, okay, never mind. I can't remember the name of that country either right now. Pretty sure one of these is like Tajikistan. That does not sound correct. Anyways, though, Afghanistan is dying. And speeding things up, Afghanistan will fully die to Persia. And now Afghanistan is communist. And also part of Persia. So we will see Persia fully next to Afghanistan. And they now look like this. And where will they head next? Well, they're going to be going after Iran next, but they won't be going after Iran alone, as they're going to invite some other countries to help them out here. Those countries... What? No, you don't get to join. You're being invaded. Those countries will include... Azerbaijan, as they promised all of the land that has Azerbaijanis in it to Azerbaijan. And this will lead to Armenia getting involved. And then Turkey will get involved. So yeah, this is happening now. But anyways, we will quickly see these two collapse Armenia before heading into Iran. Meanwhile, in the south and in the east, we will see Persia invade. As they push in over here, quickly taking this land here, and they will start pushing up towards the capital, which is somewhere along here. I don't remember exactly. There's things going on in Iran right now, like a lot of protests, and the government killed a lot of protesters. So, yeah, that might lead to things that might affect the war going on right now happening here. Anyways, though, all of this part of Iran has been taken. Meanwhile, Persia has now gone up to here. The capital is taken now. And soon after, Iran will collapse. And we can see a treaty for this now. So if I go far enough back, we will see Azerbaijan will get part of this. I don't know exactly which parts have what they want, so let's just give them all of that. And Turkey will get that. As for this country here, Armenia, we'll just do that so we can now remove this border here because it no longer exists. And also we can move this here, as Azerbaijan now links up to their exclave. And we can call in this over here, as Azerbaijan now looks like this. As for Persia, well, they'll just take everything else. Yeah, they're going big. They're expanding a lot, which I mean they did do in a few episodes of my WICSO. They did expand quite a bit. Anyway, so next up, the Persian country the Persian country, Persia will go after Iraq. So they will quickly send their troops into Iraq. That way they can turn it into communist Iraq. I don't know. I'm high right now. Anyway, so these troops head into Iraq, and they will quickly destroy Iraq, as Persia is a lot stronger than Iraq. I'm getting text right now. Iraq will fall, and it will be fully annexed. There we go. So now, communism spreads. And next up, Persia will be going after Saudi Arabia. This is because they want to connect up to their ex-slaves over here in Qatar and the UAE. So they will invade in Saudi Arabia, and they'll quickly send troops in over here to connect up to this. And Saudi Arabia does not like this, and will try to fight back. However, we will then see Yemen join to get some land, and they will push up over here. Now Yemen is, I'm pretty sure, not that stable, and I'm pretty sure it is like in a civil war right now. I'm pretty sure it's been a civil war for a while, but they'll still invade. Meanwhile, Persia will push along here, pushing along here, with them now looking like this. With this, they will tell Saudi Arabia that if they get what they want, they will leave, and Saudi Arabia will agree to that if they also send help to deal with Oman, who I colored pink. They should actually be red. That's blue. Apparently they just joined. But yeah, Yemen needs to be taken care of. So Persia will agree to this, and, well, Yemen, yeah, they're dead. Yeah, so there goes Yemen. So anyways, now it's time for the peace treaty, in which we will see this area here be handed over to Persia, but in return, Saudi Arabia will get all of Yemen. Well, actually, not all of it. This island here will go to Persia. Why? I don't know. They want that for, like, a naval base, I guess. But anyways, we can get rid of this border here. So I just realized that this is a different shade of white than this. Oh, it's not showing up there. I don't know why. Anyways, though. Boom. And there we go. So, next up, Persia will go after Oman. So they will send their troops into Oman, and this will go pretty well for them as they are strong, and Oman is, I don't know where they link, but they're nowhere near Persia. So there they go. Oman is now communist and Persian. And Persia is looking like this. And they have one final country that they want to invade, and that is India. So they will send their military into this part of India first and quickly take it. We'll also send their military into the rest of Kashmir and taking it. This is mostly what they wanted from this, but more land is always welcome. So India is a strong country, so they will send their troops into Persia as well. In fact, that's a bit of a problem. Let me just fix that quickly. So they will send their troops in. Okay, that might be better, that might be worse. So they'll send their troops into Persia. However, we then see China decide to join this war and invade India. No, stop changing colors. And invade India over here. And with India's troops all busy dealing with Persia, they will quickly push in here. Now, ignore mountains. They don't exist. With this, India is going to need to move troops to deal with that, which will lead to Persia pushing back against India. As they now push over here, linking up with Nepal now, and the push into this area here, and India will be forced to surrender. So we can now look at the peace treaty. In which this and this will go over to Persia, along with a little bit more land over here. China will get this small bit of Persia as well, just to fix the border. They will also get this land here. You know, we'll just see them go ahead and invade Bhutan. Sorry to Bhutan, but you don't exist anymore. So China now has that, and India now looks like this, and Persia looks like this. Communism has spread even more now, and while they want communism to spread even more, this is where this video will be ending. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.